Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's How to Sell 2017 Rose Parade webinar. My name is Jake Alaruzzo. I'm the Sales and Marketing Assistant here at Sports Traveler, and today we'll be going over the 2017 Rose Parade program we offer, and we'll give you some information on the travel packages available and some great selling tips that you can take back to your clients and get some great bookings on the program. So let's jump right in. The 2017 Rose Parade will be the 128th edition of the Tournament of Roses Parade. The theme for this year's parade is Echoes of Success, and the Grand Marshal is going to be acclaimed filmmaker Ken Burns. Now, the 128th Rose Parade is held on January 2nd, 2017, and is located in Pasadena, California. And let's start to go over what's included in our travel packages for this event. As you can see, the package inclusions include 3 to 4 nights lodging in Marina del Rey, a tour of the greater Los Angeles city area, as well as grandstand Rose Parade seating. So they do have the benefit of having seats along the parade route where they can watch the parade from. So no need to stand or anything like that. They'll be allowed to visit the float barns prior to the parade, and this is a good opportunity for your clients to actually see the finishing touches go on to the floats before they go ahead and go on the parade route. As well, there's the post-parade viewing showcase, which they can participate in after the parade is concluded, and this gives them a more up-close view of the parade floats after the parade is concluded. And it's a good opportunity where they could take some more up-close photos of the floats as well and take a look at how the detail of each and every one of them. The other benefit of the travel package is that it does include round-trip transport to all the activities for the weekend. So a great benefit is that they don't have to worry about anything while they're taking the trip. Transport covered for them, and they can go ahead and go anywhere they please while they're doing the activities. So the transport's a really good benefit, just going to and from all the activities that are included in the package. To get a little more detail of where the hotel location is going to be, the DoubleTree Marina del Rey. Marina del Rey is a city well known for personifying the Southern California lifestyle. A lot of people call it the Californians California, which is a kind of funny way to put it, but it's just an amazing location. It's actually located near a small craft harbor, which is considered one of the largest of its kind. It's home to numerous shops and dining options as well, so it's one of the perfect locations to be on New Year's weekend because you have a lot of options where you can go out to dine for the evening or do some nice activities. One of the benefits of the hotel itself is that they do have an on-site restaurant and bar, so they could take part in that at the hotel and not have to go too far. There's going to be bicycle rentals available. So if they're starting to feel a little bit adventurous, they can actually go and explore the local community and marina by taking a bike out for a rental. And there's also a fitness center and outdoor pool, so they can enjoy some time outside as well. There's beautiful waterfront views just right in the vicinity of the hotel, and the hotel itself is located near Venice Beach, a very short distance away. Venice Beach itself being one of the more iconic locations in California. The hotel itself, too, is located just a few miles north of Manhattan Beach as well, which is another great destination for people to visit. One thing I do very highly recommend that they do as well during their stay at the DoubleTree Marina del Rey is that during New Year's Eve, there will actually be a fireworks display at the marina. So one thing I would recommend is if they want to go and get dinner that night and then relax right on the waterfront and watch the fireworks, it's a real great way to ring in the new year. To go through some of the selling points that you could take back to your clients to really help promote this package and explain how great of an option it is for them to do on New Year's. One thing I always tell people is it's the perfect way to kick off the new year. There's basically, you go out, you're going to take part in one of the most iconic parades in probably American history and watch the Rose Parade itself. You kick off the new year at Marina del Rey, which is just a beautiful location right near the waterfront, watch a nice fireworks display, and it's an all-inclusive package experience. So one of the benefits is that from the moment they land, they don't have to worry about a thing. They'll have transport covered from and to the airport, from and to all their activities of the package, and we also have a helpful support staff on site. So if they need anything at all or need anyone to contact, we're right there for them to assist them the entire time during their stay. So there's no reason whatsoever, no worries, no stress, which is the best kind of trip you could take. As well, they'll have unprecedented access to floats before and after the parade. So they're not just going to just watch the parade on parade day. They actually will get to see the before and the after the parade floats being built and constructed. as well as taking a better and more up-close view of those parade floats at the conclusion of the parade. So it's something I very highly recommend. I think a lot of people get a kick out of it because it goes more deeper than just watching the parade itself. To go into the question and answer session, if you have any questions whatsoever, I do invite you to participate and use the chat function. It's a good opportunity to have any questions you may need answered right now, or if you think of anything in the future, you can contact us. One question that we do commonly get, especially for this year's parade, is that normally the parade itself, why isn't it held on New Year's Day? I thought that was the tradition of the Tournament of Roses parade. The reason why this year it's on January 2nd and not January 1st is because of the Never Sunday rule, which is basically stating that if New Year's Day is to fall on a Sunday, the parade itself can't be held on that day and is instead pushed forward a day, which in this case will be January 2nd, a Monday. So one thing to keep in mind this year is a January 2nd Tournament of Rose parade date. Another common question we get is how long is the parade and what's the proper attire to wear on parade day? From one set location on the parade route, I would say the parade itself will take about 2 to 2.5 hours to pass by. So, it's a pretty good length. One thing to keep in mind is that it's a very early morning start, so it's gonna be a very crisp morning. I would definitely recommend, have an extra layer with you to keep warm. It's always easier to shed a layer than to find a layer you could put on. So I highly recommend, if they want to bring hats, gloves, a windbreaker, a jacket, something like that, I highly recommend it. Another thing too is, especially if you have a sunny morning, definitely bring something just to apply to your skin to protect you from the sun and things like that, a pair of glasses. So just to make yourself as comfortable as possible, since we will be watching the parade for a pretty good amount of time. It looks like another question we have. What is the weather like in Southern California during early January? It's a very good question. Typically, temps are going to range from the mid 50s to upper 60s around that time of the year. One thing I always say is that, or one thing to keep in mind would be that the high temps usually are going to peak around midday and may only last about, I would say, 1 to 2 hours, and it starts to cool down again. So, prepare yourself for a little bit more cooler weather. Have your client pack according to, what they see in the forecast, but definitely be ready to bundle up and have an extra layer if necessary. And another thing to keep in mind just on parade day itself is that it's going to take place rain or shine, so definitely prepare for the weather. One thing I kind of do to, if you want to get your client excited before the trip is, call them maybe about the week before, kind of ask them, oh, are you excited for the trip? Do you have any last minute questions? And kind of take that opportunity to remind them to, to take a look at the weather forecast and just pack according to what they see. Because no matter what, if it's going to be a rainy day for the parade, bring a poncho or something like that. One thing to keep in mind, you can't bring an umbrella to the parade, so because it is an obstruction. So, make sure they have a poncho ready in case of any rain, and they have extra layers and everything that they need for the trip. It looks like we don't have any other questions right now, though don't worry. If you do think of one after the webinar is concluded, do not panic. You can always contact us. Our phone number 888-654-7755, as well as our email, sales@sportstraveler.net, or you can visit our website. So I definitely invite you to contact us if you have any questions. I hope you learned a little bit more about the 2017 Rose Parade and our packages and how to sell them to your clients. And I invite you to contact us if you have any additional information. Thank you for joining us on today's How to Sell webinar, and I'm looking forward to hosting you next week, or actually the next time we host it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.